Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
That we've got to have Black Friday, Black Saturday, Black Sunday, and Black Cyber Monday. What does that mean? I want you to only spend your money with Black businesses.
Shit, yes indeed. Monday afternoon, Kai Storm in the building. Real Housewives of Potomac review. Yes indeed. Yes, it's late. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna stop saying that. It's not late. It's on time when I drop it. It's on time when I drop it. Of course, shout out to my channel sponsor, EENY Eyewear, which, by the way, will get featured in a fashion show that H&M is doing on December 20th. Black excellence in the building. And of course, I want you to check out my book too. Yes, definitely check out my book. Yes. I realize I be looking funny without earrings, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We not doing too much in the makeup today, and cause fuck it, it's Monday. The fuck? I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into Real Housewives of Potomac and get into this review. Yeah. Shit, we got a description. No title, but we got a description. The ladies continues to press Stacey about spreading rumors. Yes. Angel confronts Wendy about their strained relationship. Angel confronts Wendy? Ashley's worries about her mother's well-being. Ooh, what's going on with her mama? Wendy contemplates her future with her father. Child, are you contemplating your future with your father, or you contemplating your future with your freedom? Because I think freedom might be taken away, but we gonna mind our business. So we pick up at the conversation. Wait a minute, I should make sure. Hold on. So y'all know the mic has failed me before, so I had to make sure and check. So let's start the review where they left off at the last episode from last week. Last week, they was yelling back and forth with each other, Karen and Stacey. I wouldn't trust you around my husband. You don't have a husband. And they pick up this episode where Karen is saying, bitch, where is your husband? You don't have a husband either, bitch. Where the fuck is Timu? We don't see Timu no fucking where. Then Sharice shows up, and I'm just like confused a little bit because I don't even remember seeing Sharice last week, but apparently Sharice was there all the time. And if you watch my reviews, you know I don't like no motherfucking Sharice. But Sharice is there. Sharice pops up and says that, you know, she knows Chris Samuels. She has his phone number. She can call him to verify some of the fuckery going on. She calls him and tells him that, yes, I'm on the show. We're currently taping the show. And we're asking was it Stacey, the person that told you about what Monique said, because Cookie was made to look bad and Cookie was put out of the party. So can you verify or deny if it was Stacey that told you? And of course the man says, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Of course he gonna say that. Of course he gonna say that because you just told him you taping on the show. Had you said that, had you said that, but then again, you had to tell him that you was taping on the show, I guess. But that's what I'm saying. Why you calling him like he would have co-signed? Like you calling him like she? This is just Sharice's way to include her stupid ass in the scene. Because why the fuck is you calling this man to co-sign when clearly he ain't co-signing shit? You wasting our time. The fuck? And of course, because there wasn't no cosign, you know what I'm saying? Stacy calls it and says, "Oh, y'all. So do y'all believe me now?" Of course not. Nobody believes you, bitch. Nobody believes you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? She tried it, and she really think that every time she talk, people just questioning her. Yeah, you questioning you because you're a liar. Hello. So, child. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Next, we move to just little fires everywhere. Just little fires everywhere is what I'm gonna call them, because first it went from Stacy getting attacked and getting called out as the liar that she is. Then it went to her arguing with Kieran, and Kieran looking at her, telling her, "You jealous of my life, my husband, my life, my business, my everything," and Stacy looking at her like, "Bitch, you don't have. I have a husband and a ring. You don't have one." And then Kieran says, "That ring is cloudy as fuck. I wouldn't want that shit." And Stacy says, "Well, shit, cloudy's better than nothing. You ain't got nothing. Go run to Greg." Yo, Stacy had some good punches on that one. She had some good punches. Then all of a sudden, Angel goes to Wendy to have her discussion with her, and Wendy ain't got no time to pay attention to none of the fuck shit, so she just batted her away. Like, get the fuck out of here. Everything she says just got batted away. You know what I'm saying? And then they went back to the catfish comment, and it was all everybody kept saying that Wendy said it first. No, motherfucking Giselle jumped right on it and said, "No, bitch, I said it first. Remember, it was me who said it first. So you going at motherfucking Wendy for for bullshit, and it makes no sense. Get the fuck out of here." And Wendy just brushed her the fuck off like, "Bitch, go on, get the fuck out of here, going about your business." And then, oh, matter of fact, the argument with Stacy happened last after the argument with Angel and Wendy. So to the point where Stacy caught herself leaving, and Giselle helping her out by pushing the elevator door button. Like, "Go ahead, bitch, you leaving? Go ahead and go." And Jazzy came out of nowhere and was like, "Yo, what happened? Giselle, you want her to leave?" And she was like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm tired. I'm contemplating all the information I've heard, and I just want to contemplate it so she can go. She can get the fuck out." You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit went. But then Angel goes to her husband and tried to discuss it with him, and of course, husband gives her a remark like, "Look, that's water off your back, like water off a duck's back. Like, bitch, I don't even want to hear the rest. Like, just shut up." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how that went. Let's get to we going back to Stacy and her funky ass life, child. Now we're in a scene where Stacy and Timu and her daughter, they doing pizza night. I don't give a fuck. I fast the fuck forwarded on that bullshit. Next, we got Ashley and her mama, and apparently we rehashing the subject where, Ashley's mama is working, 12, 13 hours a day, and, and she's had somebody in her life that she's been taking care of for 23 odd years. She pays all the bills. He don't work. And, she's had some health scares. So, they having a grown woman conversation. I respect that. But at the same time, Ashley is also saying, I can't make decisions for you. You a grown ass woman. You doing what you want to do. So, You know what I mean? So, and that's real talk. That's real talk. If she want to go ahead and work and pay all the bills while he sit at home and chill, and it's been 23 years, turns out Ashley's mama's reporting that she was sick the other day. And of course, Ashley automatically jumped to the conclusion you're sick because you're not taking care of yourself because you're taking care of a grown ass man. So, what you gonna do about it, lady? What you gonna do? A child up next is gonna be a scene with Wendy's mama, and Wendy's sister. And Wendy mama gonna be talking about how y'all are taking care of me and I'm living life based on your money. And we all know in real life where Wendy is getting her money at. Wendy is doing some scamming shit to get some money. Child, 40 credit cards. I ain't gonna forget. All right, well, here's where the heat happens now. Because we're having two separate discussions. Stacy is in one room with Wendy and Jazzy, and which is kind of weirding me out because I thought Wendy called Stacy out as a liar for all the fuck shit in the first place. But even in the scene before, she was patting her down and talking about, yeah, my girl was getting hit by every and yeah, and Stacey over here talking about yeah, put Vaseline on my face, put Vaseline on my knuckles. I'm like, I was like, I totally surpassed that because I was weirded out by that. So the fact that they in one room conversing and they talking about Kierna, how Kierna pipe up every time for Stacy, I was like, okay. Now I do agree though, cause Kierna definitely don't like Stacy, so Kierna definitely be piping up like a motherfucker. And in the other room is Kierna, Tia, motherfucking Giselle, fucking and to Giselle and what you call it, Ashley, and they all discussing Stacy and how as Stacy be pissing off Kierna, so she makes sure and let her know. And then they was talking about Cookie. Here was the funny shit when they said about Cookie, because they said because fucking Giselle got up and did some kind of big thugged out dude kind of walk and shit. And it definitely, gave, she was trying to say she was homegirl was big and coming through without saying homegirl was big and coming through. Well, then both discussions, they both discussed Stacy meeting up with Monique and I guess having the conversation. So let's see how and who makes the arrangement first. Child. The scene came on with Wendy, her sister, and her mama. They first was talking about, how, she's disappointed, dad don't want to be in her life, da 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 da. And, sister already on, I don't really give a fuck, so, it is what it is. While Wendy is in her feelings still, then mama show up and mama do her big thing and show off and talk about, yes, I'm living on your money. And that's how I look so good. Look at my bag. Look at me. Look at everything I got on. And then we go into Wendy's house and we see all the construction going on and the new chandelier. And Mama is telling the chick who bought the chandelier, yeah, go ahead and get another one. Get two. Wendy got the budget. Wendy got the budget. Where she get the budget from, Mama? From them 40 credit cards. Let me make sure and catch everything up before I forget anything. So now we in the scene where Ashley, Monique, Wendy, Kierna, and yeah, I said it right. Ashley, Monique, Wendy, Kierna. Yeah, that's 4 people right there. Yeah, excuse me. Anyway, but yes, they showing up, and first of all, when Wendy got there, Kierna was the only one that didn't get up, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody else was cool, even though she's speaking, amicably and shit like that. And they discussing, Stacy, they made sure and let Monique know that yes, that everything was discussed, at that meeting was being shared to Chris. And Monique's response was, you gotta, first of all, let's take accountability for the fact of who the people that we dealing with, because Stacy could have probably told him exactly what I said, and then he took it as I was trash talking him, and then when you involve Cookie line as is what she said, it could have got all screwed up. You know what I mean? And Wendy made sure and said, well, I believe her in saying, I believe Stacy when Stacy said that she didn't tell Chris. I don't understand why the fuck Wendy believed her, but Wendy claims she believed her. Weird as fuck. Now I'm thinking that Monique got a problem with Sharice and her dirty ass too, because as soon as Monique was told that yes, Sharice called Chris to try to confirm the shit, and Chris said he ain't know what the fuck people was talking about. Monique was like, Sharice? Like, of all people, Sharice? Yeah. I think that bitch is looking at her like, ew, Sharice. Just like how I'll be looking at her like, ew, Sharice. Sharice? Then Wendy made sure and told Kierna no, she told Monique, yes, that she is very much that Stacy is very much comfortable and ready to have a constant conversation with you about this whole Chris thing, but she is not comfortable with talking to Kierna because she doesn't feel safe around Kierna. Kierna made sure and said, first of all, I am not interested in a fake ass bitch. She said something about a fake. See, she said something about fake ass bitch. Something. Either way, she made sure it was like, bitch, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about that hoe. I don't give a fuck about that hoe. Oh yeah, she called her fake fraud ass bitch. Fake fraud ass bitch. And the episode ends with, a whole discussion where Wendy, first of all, it was decided according to Monique that Stacy is innocent until proven guilty. Kierna walked away from the table before her and Stacy had the conversation, because Kierna said, I ain't involved in this bullshit. I don't give a fuck. Plus, I don't want to watch this bitch lie. You know what I'm saying? So she goes to the bar. And so Ashley and Wendy and Stacy and Monique is at the table having the conversation. And according to Monique, it was decided that it had nothing to do with Stacy, how the message got back to Chris. Wendy decided so Wendy goes and says she claims she's putting on her detective hat, and out of all the people that could be the ones that snitched out this whole situation, first and foremost, Kierna could have been first that snitched this out. Then, because Kierna don't like Stacy anyway, is Kierna is hooked up with Cookie. Then it could have been it could have been Angel, because Angel's husband knows Chris. You know what I'm saying? And then it could have been Giselle, because Giselle and Cookie is cool peoples. then then it still go back to Stacy, because Stacy has lied in the past, lied in the present, and we damn sure know she gonna lie in the future. You know what I'm saying? But then the conversation ends with Monique warning Stacy, telling her, yo, watch yourself with these people, because these motherfuckers is some messy motherfuckers, and you damn sure don't want to get in mixed with this. Now, then they show, clips of what's coming up. They must I think they gonna go to Colorado, to where Angel live at, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of shenanigans. And apparently Angel gotta go back to Colorado, because apparently they gonna insinuate that Angel got put out of her house, her rental house, because that's where she stay at, is a rental crib. And you know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit gonna be going on, and then there's gonna be a conversation with Miss Karen Huger. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to the whole shit. It's definitely looks like it's gonna be spicy. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the end of the episode right there. Until tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna definitely check out Married to Medicine tonight. I'm not gonna do a review on it. I just want to watch that and just have fun with it. I like, you know what I'm saying? That's the one show that I will watch and not review. Yeah, I might mention it, but I ain't gonna review it. Until next time, people. Like and subscribe. Check out my channel sponsor, and definitely check out my book, and definitely to spread the word, tell a friend, because I need to get to 1K and past 1K. Yes, indeed. And don't forget to buy black this holiday season.